Hi, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. For those of you who don't know, my name is Melissa Langdon. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm currently situated on Treaty 1 territory. This is the traditional land of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, and Dene people, and the Métis Nation. I'm very honored and privileged to be here today, and I think it's absolutely necessary that we work towards restoring and giving the land back to Indigenous communities, and working towards what it really means to decolonize Canada and to work towards true reconciliation for Indigenous communities.
That's so beautiful and thoughtful and just awesome and joyful to do the thing. And I think that that's the most important thing for me in relationship to reconciliation is the joy of being helpful in assisting other people in having self-determination. So it is a joyful act. It's a rebellious act, unfortunately, but it's joyous and I love it. Hello, everybody. Hi, sweet Melissa. I'm Kimberly Rampersad. I use the she series of pronouns. I'm originally from Muddy Waters, Treaty 1, but today I am on the river of, or on the mouth of the river of the Niagara River and Lake Ontario, which is Treaty 381, the land of the Haudenosaunee, the Wendat, and the Mississaugas of the First Credit Nation.
Um, One of the things that we had worked on initially, like right at the start, was um, just knowing who I am as an artist. And with a lot of encouragement from you, we started working on my artistic philosophy. And so I remember we talked about it's a living document. It's allowed to change and grow, and it definitely has changed. Um, so I'm just going to list off some of the points. If we want, we can probably talk about them afterward.
That
Uh,
sounds
cool.
truth stands out to me, especially because I feel like it might even be the center of it, that the things might branch out. But that's just me right now hearing this for the first time. So this is great that there are actions in here and that there are values. So I'll leave it with you for you to be like, this is a value. Oh, and then here are the actions, because I think knowing what the actions are will help you figure out where those are in your process. So values and actions now, values that run all the way through all activities, and actions now that must be embedded as a part of your practice.
Mhm.
So that's what I want. And you have a mix of the two, but for you to be clear on identifying which they are.
Mhm.
I think that that's really cool. Um, I see that for you, especially audience engagement is crucial.
Yeah.
I want to challenge your idea that it shouldn't alienate people.
Oh,
I want to challenge that idea.
okay.
Is supposed to illuminate the darkest parts of the human condition at times as a part of it, of what it does.
Mhm.
It will naturally be alienating. And I come to the theater to find solace in watching it in the dark with the group, to
Got you.
see parts of myself, my being, my community, my family members, and to see the muckiness, to see the discomfort, to have the discomfort with me when I even leave the theater,
Mhm.
because the work has affected me. That's great. I also want to say that I think that your inclusive and accessible theater that you are trying to create is maybe not separate. Well, none of this is separate. That's what we all learn. Everything has an intersection, is actually at the intersection of excellence.
Mhm.
Because I think what you are trying to tell me and what I'm learning about you over these last few months is that you're opening up and you're making us consider what the idea of excellence is, and that our idea of excellence is actually quite limited.
Mhm.
So by saying that you're pursuing excellence, that means that you're inviting more people into the space because you haven't reached excellence yet, because you don't have enough people, plurality, lenses, voices, points of view in the space.
Mhm.
Look at you.
Well, thank you so much. It's been so wonderful to be able to talk and like learn so much about what you bring to each and every space that you work in and why it's so important. And I feel so honored and privileged to be able to talk about it with you. So thank you.
You're welcome. It's really been my privilege and pleasure.
and you've really been a light during these challenging times.
Well, you have as well.
Really have. I can't wait to come back home and hang out with you.
Me as well. I can't wait to, almost there. We have a second vaccination appointment booked today.
Oh, you do? Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end it here because that is the best news I've heard today, and I can't wait.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.